creatine for women, a less invasive option for fibroids, and resistant bands for an added dimension to your workout. All on today's show.
When most people think of creatine, they think of the ripped male gym rat, but move over men, the women are taking it back. All right, so Dr. Mike, why are women taking this creatine back? We are owning it now.
Well, I tell you what, I have your answers right off the press, hot off the press. Are you ready? Females exhibit 70 to 80% lower endogenous creatine stores. Females consume significantly lower amounts from the diet.
Yeah, and that's going to be the meat, a lot of your protein, high protein diets.
When estrogen is low, creatine synthesis is low. And then creatine may be really important during menses, and at the end of the day, just maybe using up a lot of those stores that you have that are already kind of low.
Right.
So women need creatine.
And we are learning this, and I wanted to bring the men and the women, because men, you know, we want to support the health of our wives. If you have creatine, or our loved ones, if you have creatine at home, then you need to share it. Especially women, as we are starting to hit this perimenopause, menopausal stage of life, we know that creatine supports, first, bone health.
Yeah, so let's not lose how important this is, right? We've talked about bone health in women for a long time, especially if you're dealing with low levels of creatine, low levels of estrogen, and you know your bones are going to take a hit, and we don't want that. That's not good.
We do know, and your bones kind of remodel. They break down and they build up, and that breakdown process allows for you to build stronger bones. But when you start hitting midlife, you're breaking down more and you're not building up as much. And we know that creatine helps to activate those bone building cells in the body. So it kind of helps to support that bone remodeling.
Kind of brings it to a better balance again.
Yes.
Right? Number 2, muscle and recovery. Creatine can possibly offset reduced muscle energy during phases of lower estrogen, which can be important, but also in recovery times of exercise. And so really important. And I like this as well, because a big reason why people stop working out for a while, Dr. Crystal, is their recovery is so hard.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much soreness. They're fatigued. They're tired. So anytime you see something, not just building muscle, because we know creatine does that, but helping in recovery so that you keep on your schedule, I think it's good.
So important. And then we do know, women, that we are lifting heavier. We've gotten that message that we need to put down the light weights, pick up the heavy weights. And so recovery is important, and the creatine is going to help with that.
Yeah. Now, this next one I think is pretty impressive. But we have our disclaimers. This is a small study, Dr. Crystal. That's what I mean by that.
What disclaimer?
No,
we love creatine.
We're going to get into this. It's really fantastic. I think it's going to set the stage up for a lot more research. Yeah. And this is creatine used in Alzheimer's.
Right. Men, but now this study was men and women with Alzheimer's disease consumed 10 grams of creatine monohydrate. And what was nice, I'm going to plug it here. This was donated by Life Extension.
Oh, there you go.
And this was twice daily for 8 weeks. And there were improvements in cognition and increases in brain creatine levels. So we know it's getting into the body, and we know it's getting into the brain. You do need, what we're seeing is those higher doses to get that creatine into the brain.
So Dr. Crystal, do you, as a nutrition expert, if you're talking with somebody who's not trying to get big or anything like that, just want to keep my muscles mass up, keep my exercise tolerance up, all that kind of stuff, or exercise performance up. Do you suggest they go through that whole loading phase thing with creatine? I do.
And now, if we're talking about women, absolutely, I do. We do know that when you go kind of low and slow, then you aren't going to experience as much of the occasional bloating that can happen. We know that creatine is pulling water into the cell, into the muscle. And so you can see some bloating if you start right at your big dose. But if you go low and slow, then, within at least 4 weeks, you can, or maybe a little longer, you can build up those creatine stores. So that's what I suggest.
And that's fine. That's why I'm asking, because there's not one absolute way.
Yes.
Right? And I think it kind of depends on your own personal goals as well.
Right. And if you'd like to learn more, you can head over to lifeextension.com/creatine to view a wellness blog all about creatine for women. And coming up next, our Health Watch, another option to manage uterine fibroids. If you have uterine fibroids, there's another treatment option you may want to consider. Uterine fibroids are benign growths that form from the smooth muscle of the uterus. And while they're non-cancerous, they are incredibly common and can grow quite large, disrupting a woman's well-being. Depending on their size and location, these fibroids can press against the bladder, causing frequent urination, or press against the colon, leading to constipation. They can also cause abnormal or heavy bleeding, which results in fatigue and anemia. For decades, the most common treatment for symptomatic fibroids was hysterectomy, or removal of the uterus. While sometimes necessary, hysterectomy causes permanent sterility, and also carries a risk of pelvic organ prolapse, and can affect sexual function. But today, we're highlighting a non-surgical procedure many women still haven't heard about, UFE, or uterine fibroid embolism. During the procedure, a catheter is inserted into the groin and guided up the arteries that supply blood to the uterus. Tiny particles called emboli are then injected to block blood flow to the fibroid tissue. This is all performed by an interventional radiologist using real-time X-ray imaging. And according to a review of the research, UFE should be considered a first-line therapy for women with symptomatic fibroids. So what happens after the procedure? When the blood supply is cut off, the fibroids shrink, and over time, the tissue dies. As a result, women often experience significant symptomatic relief. Here are some of the advantages of this procedure. 1, it's minimally invasive. 2, recovery is typically quick. Women may experience pain or cramping for up to 48 hours, and overall recovery is about 10 days. 3, it's effective for shrinking fibroids. And 4, most importantly, pregnancy and vaginal delivery are still possible after UFE. Now, like all treatment options, there are considerations. Fibroids can reoccur after UFE, but they can also recur after myomectomy, another procedure. The bottom line, UFE is a valuable, less invasive option that many women never hear about and may be a strong fit depending on their health goals, their symptoms, and their family's future fertility plans. You can learn more about fibroid treatment options and the lifestyle and nutritional factors that may support uterine health at lifeextension.com/fibroids. Coming up next, power moves with resistance bands. If you want to switch up your workout routine, how about getting on the bandwagon with resistance bands? All right, Dr. Mike, I'm excited. We have our bands in front of us, and they really come in handy. I'll tell you, I bought this whole set during COVID when everything was shut down.
What a great idea.
And I was like, okay, the workout is not going to stop.
So benefits of the bands. Number 1 is everything. Can I pick this up?
Yeah.
Everything fits in this bag that you see on this table. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
So this is all you need to take to your office.
To take on vacation when you're traveling.
I
really,
ain't going to do resistant bands on vacation.
No excuse.
Who does that on vacation? Anyways, if you do, you got it in this bag right here. Sorry.
And other things we like about resistance bands, and I think you mentioned this with the workout. You're getting the exercise.
Yes, flexion and extension is really,
Yes.
it's more controlled.
And the bands work some of the smaller muscle groups. And bands can help to support or exercise
Balance.
your balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
So we really like our bands, and Life Extension wrote an amazing wellness blog about different resistance bands exercises.
Oh, yeah.
And we are going to demo some of the exercises in that wellness blog. All right, so we have our resistance band workout guide on the screen, and I'm going to start by demoing legs banded iso squat lateral walk, aka the monster walk. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my heavy weight band in position. And right now I have it around my calves. You can also do this exercise with it around your ankles. And what you do is you kind of get down into a squatted position. All right. And then you do the crab walk. One leg out, bring it in. And you go to the left 10 times, to the left, to the left, to the left, and then 10 times to the right. And this is really working those glute muscles, working those hamstrings and quads. So we really like that exercise.
Very good. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I'm gonna go show you the shoulders here, right?
Oh yeah.
These are the there we go. Can people see that now? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically I'm doing what's here, and this is gonna work all of your upper shoulder, even down into your triceps.
Okay.
And what's really cool about bands, depending on where you stand on them, you can also increase the resistance as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the weight of the band.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to step out wider, it's going to be harder. If I step closer, it's a little easier.
Or could you just do 1 foot too?
You could do 1 foot. I like two because I've slipped the band before, and that is a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
So I do 2 feet, and I keep my arms straight
Okay.
all the way up.
Woo!
I'm gonna hit the mic, and then down slowly, and you could really feel it in your shoulders and tricep.
What's nice is working those really tiny stabilizing muscles. So this is a great exercise if you're trying to work yourself back into exercising maybe a shoulder after an injury.
And you feel this in your back a little bit too, because you're keeping it straight.
Uh-huh.
And it's great for your balance too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
okay. So the next one that I'm going to go back to the legs. And let's see, I am going to do the lateral leg lift. This is our, and this can be done in a plank position or standing. And it's very simple. You can keep the band right where you have it, right? And then you're just going to lift one leg up and down. And this is working your hips. And I feel that. So one side, and then you work the other side. What's important here, and if you can get the full view, is remember not to lean to the side. So you want to keep your body upright, and you're just lifting that leg. Our former dancers, you know this move, and you probably can feel it from ballet class.
very good.
Okay?
Now, of course, as a guy, we love working on our biceps. Right, that's our thing. Biceps and chest. So it's the same position. Again, based on where you stand, you can increase or decrease it.
Okay.
The key thing with this, back straight, shoulders back. And you want to, here's the thing that makes resistance bands so powerful, in my opinion. When you're doing free weights, a lot of people, I'm gonna show you the free weight way first. It's like this. Like they just drop fast, right? What you want is this motion even throughout both flexion and extension. So you want to, this is where you get a good resistance going down. And plus you avoid injury this way.
Yes.
Keep the back straight, very simple. And then if I simply go like this, I can do triceps as well.
Nice. Well, if you want to take your workout to the next level, you may also want to consider some add-ins like creatine HMB that can help to, or even some branched chain amino acids.
Excellent. Yep.
These are some nutrient add-ins that you may want to consider. And if you would like to find this article, you can go to lifeextension.com/education and you can search for resistance bands, types, benefits, and workout guide. That's at lifeextension.com/education. And coming up, our Wellness Win.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos. This episode of Real Wellness is brought to you by Life Extension. Get $10 off $50 or more, plus free shipping, with the discount code WELLNESS at lifeextension.com.
All right, let's take a look at this week's Wellness Win.
Hi everyone, my name is Veronica and my wellness win is that I like to get up early, drink some water, and head over to do my workout of the day, come back and make sure I have a good protein breakfast.
Okay.
All right.
So let's break this down.
Okay.
She starts off with water. You like that, right?
I do.
Yep.
I like to have the glass on my nightstand the night before.
And you just
And then you
that's
chug
just
it.
right away. You're thinking that's helping just to get things ready, get like metabolism,
All
get
of
it
the
all.
above.
Okay, and then she gets up and she works out.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Uh-huh.
She didn't explain the workout, but it doesn't really matter. She's working out, and then protein breakfast.
Right, and there are pros and cons here. People
That's good, Veronica.
always ask, should you work out on an empty stomach or should you have food first? Some people, they just feel great working out on an empty stomach, get you in fat burning mode faster.
Yeah.
So you have to do what works for you.
Yeah, it's
That works for
personalized.
her.
Yeah.
But she's not skimping on the protein. So good job, Veronica.
Good job. So, you know what? You may have a wellness win too. We would love to hear about it. If you do, send it to wellnesswin@lifeextension.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Right.